Yo, what up, man? This is Shaggy 2 Dope from Insane Clown Posse. Right now, serious note, man. You out there struggling, man. You out there just trying to slide by, thinking you sinking, man. Don't worry, there's somebody out there for you, man. There's somebody out to reach a helping hand to help you back up, help you back on shore, help you back up on the ledge, man. Get you back in that saddle. Juggalos in recovery, man.
I just want to give a shout out to all the juggalos in recovery.
Hey, what's up? This is Ouija Mac. Giving a special shout out to all the juggalos in recovery.
The fact is, if you need help, Juggalos in Recovery are for you.
We're in the same fight together, so keep fighting.
If you feel like your life has become unmanageable, there's nothing embarrassing about asking for help, especially when those who want to help you are juggalos.
When you got your Juggalo brothers and sisters out there willing to help you, that's the only way you can do it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like you say, one day at a time, and it really does work. I feel so much better. Life is so much better, and the future is looking so much brighter, right?
Juggalos in recovery. If you need the help,
Because ain't nobody above recovery. I'm in recovery, and I swear on my life that Juggalos in Recovery can help you. So put your hand out and get a little helping hand from my boys. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, whoop.
Keep up the great work. Be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Much love. Juggalos in recovery. Whoop, whoop.
Brothers and sisters, the time has come for the Necromaster. The unleashing of the fourth Joker's card. The arrival of the Great Milenko.
What's up, y'all? Woo-woo. It is time for our next Joker's card. I know I've been switching between the steps and the Joker's card, but I started looking into the Great Milenko and my mind is blown. And I just couldn't wait to share it with you guys. So, of course, I went on to genius.com. No, I'm not sponsored by them. It's just where I happen to look up the lyrics. I found out they have little like side captions and stuff, and they're pretty cool stuff on there. So I made some notes instead of having to read from the actual website. And this is what it says about the Great Milenko album. The Great Milenko's an odd little fellow, acting not on dead spirits, but on dead minds. The illusionist necromancer deceives people into greed and lesser sins, identifying the worst in an individual, creating powerful illusions in an attempt to make them become hedonistic and greedy. The Great Milenko is present within all of us, and the most honorable people to live successfully fight off the tricks of the
Great Milenko.
Well, that just plays right into our little addiction theme that we're going with these Joker's cards. Because if you think about it, we have to fight the Great Milenko to stay sober, because he is the one who will try to get us to get drunk or high or relapse again, or relapse period. And he is a very smart being. He is the master at deceiving people, and he's very good at figuring out what is the worst things inside of us and making them turn into something bigger and more horrible than we could ever imagine. Just look at where your addiction took you. Did you ever think you were going to be that type of person? I didn't. Never in a million years. If you were to told me this is how you're going to turn out, I would have never, ever, I would have put millions of dollars on that bet, and I would have lost. So we're just gonna jump right into the next song. So Hocus Pocus, the Great Milenko, the Hocus Pocus is just setting you up and getting you in that mindset of dealing with the Great Milenko. So the next song on the list is Piggy Pie. And as we all know, Piggy Pie, pigs are cops. So we all know what this is about. But with that being said, let's try to read a little bit deeper into these lyrics and see if there's any magic that we can find. To me, this is the first song where, well, it's the first song that introduces you to how the Great Milenko works in your life. The second little piggy, his house was made of brick, and this little piggy's is a motherfucking dick. He sits on his bench and gets all the respect, but if I get a chance, I'm going straight for his neck. And so on and so forth. So you take that. No matter how, if you take these lyrics and you remember what Joker's card you are on, you will begin to understand that if you are a shitty person, the Great Milenko has a play in it. The Great Milenko will find that little weakness where he can turn you into something evil. How many times? Well, how many times is such an amazing song, and it is so easy to turn it into an addiction themed definition. So let's get to it. How many times did we promise not to drink again, not to do drugs again, not to do this and not to do that? How many times did we have to hurt our loved ones? How many times did we have to hurt ourselves? How many times are you going to continue doing the same thing and expecting different results? That's the definition of insanity. How insane were you? How many times do you have to keep doing the same thing over again before you realize you have to change? Get it through your skull. That's it. It's that easy. Stop expecting, stop making excuses. Do the work. Do not let this song be your life. If you look back on your life and you see this revolving door of the same situations happening over and over again, just with different people or with the same people at different times for different reasons, well, guess what? How many times are you going to let it happen? It's easy. Don't. Southwest Voodoo. Now see, Southwest Voodoo at face value, it's just some wicked shit, right? You thought wrong. In this song, this is how I take it. In this song, they are talking. They say they're talking about Southwest Voodoo, but the way I'm translating it is they are talking about the Dark Carnival. Shaggy's line, Shaggy said, "A non-believer once started to laugh, so I launched a fireball up his punk ass. Then everybody heard him squeal, 'This shit, voodoo shit's for real.'" Think about this. Think about how ICP is. And they're all their subliminal messages. How many times they've been laughed at. They turned that laugh into a squeal of, "Oh shit, they're for real." Look at the Juggalo March. The government tried to take us down, and we stood, and we became a force to be reckoned with. The Dark Carnival is so powerful and so magical. This song, the magic that flows through everything in the Juggalo community and in the world, it's amazing. But do you believe? Or are you going to have a fireball shoved up your punk ass? Let's take a walk down the hallway and figure this out. Halls of Illusions. This is a pretty powerful song. This literally talks about a drunk guy. Oh, hold on, let me read this. I didn't see this one before. Here, ICP shows their hatred towards child abuse and domestic violence and the damage their victims suffer. The lyrics speak about child abusers and woman beaters who take a hellish amusement park ride representing a funhouse to reflect upon their actions, as they are shown the consequences of their ways as they pass through the halls of illusions. These illusions show what could have been their lives if they chose to be better people instead of living a life inflicting violence and pain upon their families, who have been destroyed by the abuse. If you have watched any of my previous videos, you know about my past. I fell into this category when I was drinking. I messed up a lot of lives. Messed up my own, messed up a few others, and my halls of illusions, I lived them. I wish I knew what could have happened if I didn't act that way. But let me spin it this way for you. If those things didn't happen in my past, I would not be talking to you right now. Yeah, you. I would not be talking to you right now and spreading this message and hoping that it helps someone someday. So yes, if you're a shitty person, you need to wake up, smell the coffee, and do something about it. Start changing your life. Great Milenko, wave your wand. Don't look now, your life is gone. This is all because of you. I kept being a shitty person and the Great Milenko took my life. But I fought and fought and fought until I got it back and then beat the Great Milenko down so I would never have to deal with him again. Yeah, it's hitting me pretty big right now. I love this next song. Under the Moon, at face value, is about this kid and his girlfriend in high school. Someone tries to rape the girl, so the kid shoots him in the face and goes to prison for life. All for his bitch, I might add. Anyhow, after a few years, the bitch forgets about him and leaves him in jail to rot. It's a deep, deep song, deep and wide, like your mom's know. That came out of an interview with Violent J, allegedly. Sounds like Violent J though, doesn't it? When I first read this and listened to trying to decipher it, the first thing that popped in my head is no good deed goes unpunished. And I was like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense, because no good deeds don't get punished. What happened here is Great Milenko realized this kid went overboard. He crossed a line, and Great Milenko used it and fucked his whole life up. That's what you get. You gotta learn self-control. You've gotta understand where the lines are drawn. But remember, under the moon is where we're all at, no matter where you are in the world. What is a juggalo? You watching this? Are you a juggalo? What are you? Can you explain it to anybody? The song, I'll start with the song. The song basically says the Juggalo is a family. The Juggalos don't care about what anybody else thinks. And like one of my videos said in the past, one of my podcast preview videos said, I have no business knowing your opinion of me. That's what this song says about Juggalos. Having self-confidence, having self-esteem, knowing who you are. We learn about ourselves every day. But let's go a little bit deeper. What is a Juggalo? To me, a Juggalo is very hard to describe. A Juggalo is just not one thing. If I had to describe the characteristics of a Juggalo, this is what they would be. Male or female, doesn't matter. Juggalo, Juggalette. We stick up for what is right. We are loyal. We are honest. We are loving. We are caring. We respect the good and hold the bad accountable. We're a little goofy. We're pretty damn smart. And you know what? We're a big fucking family. And if you don't like us, well, fuck you. That, to me, is what a Juggalo is. Now, Juggalos in recovery. To clarify, we will never push anybody away or not accept anybody if they are not a Juggalo. That we have no requirements in this group. Our only requirement is to love and accept everybody and try to help yourself and others grow into the beautiful human being that you deserve to be. The House of Horrors. The House of Horrors. Reading through the lyrics, listening to it countless times over the last week. The only thing I can really get to it is how the Great Milenko messes with your mind. Around the AA rooms, we say alcohol is cunning, baffling, and powerful. Well, guess what? The Great Milenko is worse. Because not only is he gonna throw your addiction in your face, but he's gonna take all those little fucked up things from your past and throw them at you. And guess what? You're gonna have to deal with them. or you're always gonna have to deal with the Milenko. I'm sorry, the Great Milenko. Boogie woogie woo. The boogie woogie woo describes addiction to a T. We try to protect ourselves. Think about this. During active addiction, how many times did we make up these lame excuses or make these lame rules that never worked because we just didn't really want to give up our addiction deep down in the cackles of our hearts? How many times did we leave the door open to let the light in, when in reality we let the door open so we can go deal with our addiction again? And then we act surprised when it sneaks up on us. And it's not going to tell us how to get rid of it. It would be like a salesman, car salesman, telling you their cheapest way to what the cheapest price of a vehicle is. He's not going to make no money off of that. So why would your addiction tell you the easiest way to get rid of it? You got to learn that shit. I'm not touching the netting game. I'm sorry, guys. Not doing it. Simple, easy, straight to the point.
Let's meet contestant number 1. He's a schizophrenic serial killer clown who says women love his sexy smile.
The meaning of this is be who you are and don't care what anybody else thinks, because sooner or later you will find the love of your life, but you have to find you first. See, Hallelujah is a very interesting song. Now we all know what it's talking about at face value, and if you don't, here's what it is. It's about those preachers and TV preachers and churches that are crooked as hell, trying to take your money, where, you know, they might help, whatever. They do whatever with our money. And in some churches' eyes, in a lot of people's eyes, by giving money to the church, you'll get it tenfold in the long run. Okay, karma. I can see that. Church isn't about money. Religion is not about money. Sobriety is not about money. I'm not doing this for the money. I spend months away from my family to pay for this. In a different continent. This is my 3rd Christmas overseas. Working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. This song talks about the crookedness, the greediness of the people who the Great Milenko has already twisted, and they are just going to keep living a horrible, nasty life. And sooner or later, they're just going to end up in hell's pit. Remember this. When you're doing something good for someone else, when you're helping someone, whether it's financially or emotionally, mentally, physically, whatever, don't be like those crooked assholes. Don't expect anything in return. Help those people out of the kindness of your heart. Do it because it's right. And watch how that makes you feel. It's fucking mind-blowing. Down with the clown. It's almost like a theme song for us. This song is talking about the loyalty of the Juggalos. I've already touched on it a little bit in this episode. But let's be real, guys. I did not witness how amazing Juggalos and Juggalettes and the family was until I went to my first gathering. I got a taste of it at a concert. You don't get the real, full, in-your-face, amazing, mind-blowing, magical, mystical, powerful, I can't say enough adjectives, that the Juggalos are. We are an amazing group of people. We have the power to change the world with what we hold. So just remember where you came from. Remember to love and care, because we know that not everybody does. Pass Me By. The song at its core is more serious than most regarding the death of loved ones. Violent J said the song is all about being happy for your loved ones when they die, to not feel sorry for them because they are in heaven and the living is stuck on earth. ICP wants to make sure they live well enough too, so they also end up in heaven to be with their lost loved ones again. We have all lost someone, and if you haven't, you are damn lucky, but I'm sorry to say you are going to lose someone. We all lose people. But the song is right. You guys have been paying attention to any of my social media. You know that my best friend got murdered, shot, killed. 3 beautiful daughters. I cannot be upset about it because he's up there living an awesome life, because he was an awesome guy. He's up there on the beach, girls with the titties hanging out, whatever the case is, living it up. And I'm stuck here on earth trying to make the best of it, and you're damn right I am. I'm doing everything that I love doing. So if you lose someone, if you have lost someone, play this song and remember, do not hold on to it. You can be sad for a little bit. Don't let it stick around. Let me tell you how powerful this is. My mother died a year before I got sober, so she never saw me sober at all, ever. And I am so grateful that she passed away, because her death was the beginning of the end for me. It took me 1 year to get down so low, 1 year almost to the day, to get down so low that I got sober. Probably never have learned any other way. This is just how I feel about it. Yeah, it sucks, I miss her, but I know she's up there living the best life, and every time, I swear on my life, every time I second guess or I doubt myself that I'm on the wrong path, or if I'm making a wrong decision or right decision, and I'm questioning myself, I get a sign from her saying, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Other people just take it as normal coincidences in life. Sure, go ahead, believe what you want, don't give a fuck. But I tell you what, there is an afterlife. And there are signs every day. What do you believe? Remember, fight your Great Milenko. Don't let them take a hold of you. You got this. Stay strong. Whoop whoop. Updates. We have a brand new website, a legitimate website, juggalosinrecovery.com. All of the social medias are linked there. All of the merchandise is up there. We got links on the tools that can help page that links to every anonymous group that I could think of. If you have anything that you want me to add to it, go to the contact us section, and those emails will get sent directly to me, and I will do my best to fulfill and add everything I can to this. If you want to be part of what Juggalos in Recovery is going to grow into, hit us up. Let us know what you can do to help, and when time comes along and when I'm going to need help. We all are. If you're willing to help us, let us know. Oh, and I ordered a pair of those Juggalo in Recovery custom shoes. Guess what? They're on the way to my house in New Mexico. Can't wait to get home and wear them and show them to you guys. With that being said, much love to y'all. Stay strong. Take care of one another. Whoop whoop.